Okay, ladies and gentlemen, friends and foes, boys and girls. Boys and girls, don't watch this movie, okay? So, this is Johnny the Viking. I'm here in the Philippines, in the beautiful island of Mindanao. And internet here is, is sufficient to stream, to watch YouTube, and so forth. But when I try to have some live conversation here on YouTube, it really doesn't work properly. So I'm just gonna record a little video. So we are on the 1st of May 2025, and so many things has happened just lately in the world, especially a couple of last couple of years, 3 years, so forth. We have so many things that we can discuss and should be discussing. Everybody is discussing, disgusted. Yeah. But first of all, my son is in the hospital. He just developed a lot of sores all over his body. Very terrible. So if you want to support, because that is breaking my budget as usual, he refuses to drink medicine. So we have to put him in hospital. That happens many times. So whenever I feel I have some money to do something, then the boy wants to go to the hospital. He doesn't want, but we want to save his life, his health. So he is there, and just you don't need to feel obliged. I can handle it, but it's really breaking the bank when I'm having the ding dong in the hospital, guys. But thank God he is improving his condition. That's the most important thing, of course. The most important thing we have in our life is family, and especially children, right? So that said, I'm here in the Philippines again, and I love the place. Mindanao is amazing. It is a challenge, however, with infections and stuff. Also for me, I was sick for long, long time. So almost died a couple of times here. So it is an environment that is a bit hostile to Vikings. I think, especially if you cannot live in a luxury condominium or something like that, you live more like exposed to the elements. You live maybe like poor. I mean, here before we have a lot of rats entertaining me in the nighttime, running up and down the stairs and trying to taste my toes when I was watching the TV here at night. But now we have a cat, very nice cat. Ooh, the cat is now asking for food. So anyway, I just want to share some thoughts. The Filipinos, they don't really follow so much what is going on internationally. Uh, of course, probably the guys who are in high positions, like politicians or bank managers and people who are very affluent, maybe they are interested because they also have friends, family who live in the US or other countries. But I have noticed, I've been living here for like 11, 12 years in the Philippines. And I noticed even then when there was a huge earthquake in Sulawesi, and it was actually just luck that it didn't create the tsunami that came and hit southern Mindanao. And the people here in Mindanao, they had no idea about it. Now, also, there was like almost 1 week ago, there was this celebration of Lapu-Lapu Day in Canada among the Filipinos living there. 1 million Filipinos living in Canada, and some crazy guy. He looks like a Filipino. I don't know who he is, but he was certainly not European like me with blue eyes. He looks like a guy from Philippines, and he plowed his car into to the masses of the people who had been celebrating, and he killed like I think 11 and injured 20. It was a carnage. It was terrible. But here, my wife, no, and the friends I asked, they nobody talks about it here. They don't know because they have their own daily life. They don't read the newspaper, you know. When they go online, maybe they go on TikTok to see how to dance the new dance, what is trendy from Korea pop and yeah, all that stuff, you know. So the Filipinos they remain focused on their own things, and I think that in many ways that's okay. Why should they worry about what is going on with Trump and all these things? But even the Pope died. You know, he died like how long time is that now? Like 10 days ago, he died, and the problem is that there's gonna be another Pope. I don't feel sorry for the Pope dying. I hate the Pope. The Pope is an antichrist. I hate the Vatican. I hate it. But the problem is, it's gonna come up another one, maybe worse than the one who was. Yeah, even that's hard to believe, you know. But then we have Trump. Trump is very successful, very active. He is fulfilling his promises. I am not an American. I have never been to neither Canada, USA, or anywhere in that part of the world. Okay, so I don't have any interest of Trump actually, but since he is considered like a leader of the world, of course it's of great interest to see what the guy is doing. And according as to what I have seen so far, his first 100 days, it is a success story, especially for the Americans, but it's stirring up a lot of anxiety because he's really doing something, you know, like tariffs and threatening of tariffs, and he's also trying to make peace in Ukraine. And I really hope he will be able to do that. And then you have the Israeli-Palestine conflict, which for me is so extremely difficult. I don't even really want to discuss it so much because you can say, okay, yeah, the fucking Israelis, the fucking Jews, they stole the land or the poor Palestinians. Well, let me tell you, there was no such a nation as the Palestinians. They didn't have their own language, they didn't have their own culture. They were Arabs, and many of them they came and moved to what they call Palestine when the Jews purchased up the whole land. They illegally own the land. They paid for the land. Yeah. So then when they started to develop the land, the guys came flooding in from the region because they want to make money. Okay. So that is at least the story I have been told. Mm. But at the same time, these guys who call themselves Jews, some of them maybe are Jews, but many of them are imposters. They are not real Jews. And they are not really related to Abraham, and they are not Semites at all. So, what are they doing there, you know? So, here is the dilemma, guys. If the rich Jews, Ashkenazi Jews, the Rothschild, and the rich guys who actually own almost all the world, if they didn't come there and have a dream to, oh, we want to settle in Jerusalem, we have Jews, we want to go back to our roots after being 2,000 years in the diaspora, spread all over the world. Some people think that is a fulfillment of prophecies of the Bibles, other things it's not. Uh, so the thing is, anyway, that do you really believe that Israel would be so well off if they didn't come there? Of course not. So yes, maybe we would allow them to have to grow some olives, to have some goats there in the countryside, which they should be allowed to do. Of course, I mean, I don't think anybody have the right to chase out anybody. And you know, sometimes when they buy the land, okay, but the guys who sell the land to them maybe are not the real righteous owners of the land. Okay, something like this happened in Ethiopia, as far as I understand. recently that the government just nationalized the land, and I mean, not just, it's like in the 1970s, 80s, and then they just sold off big chunks of land. But those who have been using the land for hundreds of years, maybe thousands of years, they are driven off. So here we have a big conflict, and I will tell you something. If it was only a conflict about land, I would understand it, and then the Jews should get their ass out of there. Just demolish everything you build there, destroy the roads, the infrastructure, get the fuck out of there, okay? And let the Arabs, the Muslims, take over the land, and it will be a hellhole like all over the other place. I'm not kidding you. And in Nigeria, the Christians didn't steal the land from the Fulanis. No, they have been coexisting for generations. The Christian farmers and the Fulanis. I know Fulanis. I'm born in Cameroon. I'm born in Fulani land, guy. Yeah, Fulani land. So uh, I don't know why there is all this hatred and all these killings, but it certainly has to do with religion. Why are they killing? The Muslims are killing Christians and torturing them in Nigeria, in Congo, all over the place, guys. So it's not only land dispute; it is a dispute about religion. Okay, it's not even okay. It's terrible. One of the best countries I see in the world who handle this well is in Malaysia and Indonesia. They handle this very well. I'm so amazed. Even here in Mindanao, there are some Muslim areas here in Mindanao, and they have been granted autonomy because they were never conquered by the Spaniards, neither by the Americans. So, of course, why should they not have autonomy? I totally respect that. I totally respect that. So the guys who are now running Israel and killing all these children is terrible. But at the same time, if we say tomorrow, okay, tomorrow we make a peace deal, Israel will no longer attack Gaza and the West Bank, and then they will open the borders, they will tear down the walls. Why do you think they built the walls in the first place? Oh my God. Yeah, so there is such a big hate from both sides, from the Jewish side, from the Muslim side. It's such a big hate, and unless if you, it's so terrible. My heart bleeds. I'm watching right now. I have Al Jazeera on the TV right here, but you must understand it's a lot of propaganda on both sides. But why are the Ashkenazi Jews who actually came from Khazaria, from Central Asia, and their forefathers never were the children of Abraham? They were never Semites. Why do they own the country of Israel now? You see, this is totally crazy. Okay, guys. As you understand this, I mean, for me personally, I would suggest that you Ashkenazi Jews who has nothing to do with Israel, just get the fuck out there, give everything to the people, give everything to the Palestinians, to the Muslim Palestinians, to the Christian Palestinians, to whatever religion, and just leave the place. And you will see, they will mourn, they will cry, they will suffer because their religion, I'm talking about the Muslim religion, can never sustain and can never give them a good life. And I'm just watching now, oh yeah, Donald Trump, he's shut down U.S. aid. So now the people in what is called at Bazaar, the world's biggest refugee camp in Bangladesh, Cox's Bazar, I think it's called, yeah. Now they are complaining because before the US gave them the money for their medicines, for everything. Yeah, but you must understand, the US have people who are homeless, who cannot afford their own medicine. And why the fuck should America send money to Muslims in Cox's Bazar while you have Saudi Arabia and Qatar and all these super rich Arab countries don't contribute to anything? Take care of your own brothers. If you're real Muslims, take care of your own brothers and don't expect us to take care of them. Okay, that's my saying. God bless.